Welcome back to our YouTube channel and where we're talking more with Dharmik. And in this video, we shall be talking about more about the requirements to do your bachelor's in Germany. So let us get back in conversation with Dharmik. Hello Dharmik, welcome back.
Thank you, Amrita.
So talking about the requirements, what are the main requirements you had to meet in order to, get qualified to pursue your bachelor's in Germany?
So the university system is completely different from the India. In Germany, the high school qualifications are up to 13th year. In India, we usually have until the 12th year, that is the high school certificate. So in order to meet the requirements, you have to fulfill a 13th year, and that year can either be met by three different ways. And the first would be to clear JEE mains as well as JEE advanced, that is the IIT level examination. It is recognized in the German university as a high school qualification. Or either you can complete 1 year from a related field from which you want to study in Germany from a recognized university, that counts as your first year or the 13th year in the Germany. And the third option would be the student colleague, where you have to attend the student colleague in Germany itself. That helps you to complete your academic criteria to study in Germany.
Okay, so we also hear a bit about the student colleague program that most of the bachelor students are required to take. So can you explain to us more about the student colleague program?
Okay, so I have not got the personal experience of student colleague because I have opted the path of clearing JEE mains and advanced and coming to Germany via that process. But my many friends are studying university with the qualification of student colleague. So student colleague is just an additional year you have to complete after your 12th high school Indian certificate. That helps you to bridge between German universities. It helps you prepare for the German university entrance exam, that is FSP, and it also helps you to gain some German language skills as well as the university structure, and it's a quite different experience and you are ready for entering the university upon completion of that course.
Okay, that's great. So what do you think would be the ideal grade or the best academic grade that you think would be perfect to get into bachelor's? So I mean, what do you say the score or your score should be in average to make it to bachelor's in Germany?
I mean, the eligibility is quite different for different scenarios, but at least you have to get 50 to 60% if I'm sure. The 60% should be the enough grade to get you qualified in the student colleague and for the university admissions. Then it depends on your profile as well as not marks are concerned every time. Your CV plays an important role, your work experience and everything. Because in India, we don't have a culture of working before your bachelor's or anything. So I would recommend you to start working on your CV, and your grades does not play an important role, but it's important to meet the eligibility criteria.
So are there any financial documents or financial preparations that the students must make in advance before coming to Germany?
Yes, coming from a non-EU country like India, you have to especially meet the financial requirements to obtain a visa for the students. And in order to do that, there are certain ways, but the easiest way is to produce a block account which contains the equivalent amount of 11,100 euros. I'm not sure about the exact figure. And you have to present a block account, which you can do through many different mediators like Coracle, etc. And they'll help you to clear the process, and you have to produce that document when you are presenting for a visa, and that will help you to get the visa easily.
Also could you explain more about your experience with the blocked account? With which provider did you create it?
Anyone who is planning to come and who's planning to build up a block account should do their research and all the features they are getting on. That is the different kinds of services, the different insurance included, the fees they charge you, the buffer amount they charge you. I mean, that's the researches you have to completely. You can compare with all the providers. You're independent on your own. But one thing I have noticed is that most of the providers don't indulge your buffer amount at the beginning. They keep it for the last installment, and I don't think that's necessary because already as a student you have many expenses occurring in the first initial months. And the other thing is the transparency about health insurance. I think the one which I chose did not have any transparency about the insurance. I was too confused that I have to take a travel insurance, health insurance upon activated. It's like you don't have a clear idea, but I think after I visited the Coracle's page, I had a clear idea about the insurances. I did not have to pay extra, which I already did with the other service provider. And I hope that other students who are planning to come to Germany complete the research on that and take a hassle-free provider. So Amrita, another important thing I would like to add to the viewers and the students who are planning to come to Germany is like when you do your research from the YouTube and everything, one of the important thing is to read the actual comments of the students who have received that services, because it changes from time to time and you might get deceived with the form of influencing, and it's a complete different situation when you experience it as a student coming here, and that's a disclaimer they don't provide you. So I think you have to be very careful.
Of course, yes. So talking about the visa process, how difficult or easy was it firstly to get an appointment for the visa to study in Germany? And also, what are the documents that the student should be prepared with, to ensure a smooth and hassle-free visa procedure?
Yes, the visa process is one of the important process and we concentrate on that very much well. But now concerning the updates from 2022 to 23, the students have, please keep in your mind about the APS certificate. Apply it as soon as possible, and along with the APS you get your all the certificates in line. Try to book an appointment as soon as you get your letter of acceptance. And I mean, the waiting period might be more than you expect at the VFS Delhi and Mumbai, but once you get your appointment the process is easy. You just have to, for bachelors the process is quite different because you have to go to the embassy to give the interview, unless like master students they can get to the VFS. We have to go to the German embassy for the bachelors, and they might ask you a few general questions, nothing to worry about. Just confidently give your answers to them, tell your purpose, tell your university, and tell your expectations and why are you going to Germany, and within 20-25 days you can get your visa with the stamped on and you can fly to Germany.
So since you mentioned about questions that will be asked in the German embassy, so what were the questions that you were asked in the embassy?
Yeah, it was just a general routine questions about, they asked me why did I wanted to pursue my higher educations in Germany, and what was my university's special features, and what was my concerning subject I was going to study, and what are my language skills, and the important question they would ask is whether you have your tuition fees or not. Mostly 80 to 90% which students study in public university, you don't have your tuition fees, so you don't have to show your parents financial proof because you already got your block account certificate. But if you have the private universities, they might ask you a little bit about the tuition fees, other than the general questions about how long is your studies going to be, and it's a basic routine questions, and you don't have to get intimidated by that. You just answer it confidently and they will be good enough for you.
So if you like this video, click on the like button and subscribe to our channel. Also, if you have any further questions about the requirements in Germany, please do drop your questions in the comment section and we'll be happy to answer them. So please stay updated for our third video where we'll be talking with Dharmik about more about how is life in Germany. Thank you. Bye-bye.